Hi, my name is Sabrina Katea, and welcome to the volunteer orientation for the 35th Anniversary French Quarter Festival presented by Chevron, taking place this Thursday, April 12th through Sunday the 15th. First off, we really want to thank you for volunteering with us this year. Whether you're returning or someone volunteering with us for the first time, we really appreciate your service and your time. Thank you so much for helping and giving back to the New Orleans community and the Louisiana music scene. So here I have just some general volunteer information. Up here at the top, this first link will take you to our volunteer website page. It will give you some links to sign up if you'd like to sign up for more shifts, downloadable versions of our guidelines, job opportunities, and maps. In addition to that, there will be a link to check your current volunteer shift status. I've also included this link here below where it says click here to view your registration status and shift information. It will take you to a page and ask you to enter your email address, which will send you your current shift status and information. Additionally, if you have any questions or concerns about volunteering or your registration status, please feel free to reach out to sabrina@fqfi.org. I quickly wanted to go through our new volunteer job opportunities that we're offering at French Quarter Fest in 2018. First up, we have the volunteer usher. We have a lot of out-of-towners who come in to volunteer, and it can be really tough to find your way throughout the city, not only on a normal day, but during a really busy festival. Therefore, we have our volunteer ushers who will be around to assist volunteers in taking them to their shift location and to hopefully help everybody get there on time. Next up, we have the beer garden. It's very similar to our other beer booths. The only difference is that the style will be a little bit different and more of a beer garden style with a couple of games and fun other little things going on. I also want to remind everyone that this is a 21 and up age requirement job. And lastly is the Louisiana iced tea booth. It's very similar, again, in the job description to our other beverage volunteer jobs, but they are just a new booth that we have added this year. If you click the link at the bottom, you will be able to see a full list of our volunteer opportunities. Here I will quickly run through our volunteer guidelines. As a reminder, all volunteers must be 16 and up. In addition, you will have to sign a release waiver when you get on site to your volunteer check-in booth. All volunteers working in a beer or beverage booth where alcohol is being served must be 21 and up. And volunteers are not allowed to sell alcoholic beverages or hand alcoholic beverages to patrons. I will cover this a little bit more further on. Now on to the fun stuff. Volunteer perks. At your volunteer check-in booth, you will receive a limited edition collectible volunteer t-shirt, $10 in food tickets for each volunteer per completed shift to use at any food or beverage vendor booth. A new perk we've added this year is 1 free hour of bike riding time. If you haven't received it yet, we will send you a redeemable code that you can enter when you are signing up with Blue Bikes. Whether you have an account with them already or not, we'll have instructions for you to be able to use this code. You can use this 1 hour of free bike riding time to get to the fest, or if you'd like, you can save it and use it anytime until the end of April. And of course, lastly, loads of appreciation from the community and our festival staff. Volunteer check-in procedure. You will receive your volunteer t-shirt and food and beverage tickets for your shifts worked at your volunteer check-in booth location. Please make sure to report to your volunteer check-in before proceeding to your volunteer shift location, no more than 90 minutes prior to your start time. Volunteer check-in will be available starting at 9 a.m. Please plan accordingly to accommodate on-time arrivals. If you would like to stay later than your scheduled shift or work an additional shift, please let our volunteer check-in booth managers know, and you will be compensated for extra tickets per each hour worked. Water is free for volunteers and will be available at both volunteer check-in booths. So our volunteer check-in locations are at the Mint, if you are volunteering at the Mint. And then for all other shift locations, you will be checking in at the Jack's Brewery parking lot check-in. After this, I'll show you some maps. So right here, I have an overhead map view of everything basically on the riverfront to Jackson Square, just to give you a good idea of where you're going. And right here, map 7 Jack's lot is your volunteer check-in. So here's a little close-up version of the Jack's Brewery lot where their volunteer check-in is. It is located right next to the information booth U. And here we have the Mint volunteer check-in. It's right down here on the corner of Barrack Street and Elysian Fields Avenue, inside the fence line. Dress code. Upon arrival at volunteer check-in, you will be given the official limited edition volunteer t-shirt to be worn during your shift. We will have a changing stall at the booth inside the Jack's Lot volunteer check-in, and at the Mint, we will have the indoor bathrooms if you'd like to change in there. We ask that you please do not cut or alter your shirt in any way. Closed-toed shoes are required, and we also say just come in your shorts, your jeans, something comfortable, and we encourage you to please leave all personal items at home, as we are not responsible for lost or stolen items. Conduct. We ask that you please treat patrons, staff, and other volunteers courteously at all times. Smoking and eating is not allowed inside the booths, and no alcoholic beverages are to be consumed during any of your shifts. Additionally, please do not give away free drinks to anyone. If you're approached by the media, please do not make statements on behalf of French Quarter Festivals, Inc. Direct all inquiries to headquarters. Please keep all of this in mind because any violation of these guidelines may result in the dismissal during the current shift and for any future positions for French Quarter Festivals, Inc. events. Rain and inclement weather. The festival is a rain or shine event. Unless we receive a severe weather advisory, we will remain open and operating. In cases of severe weather, we do have a plan. Booth managers and French Quarter Festivals Inc. staff will inform all of you of the procedures so that you are safe and have cover. If it rains, please keep in mind do not unplug anything. And additionally, general rule of thumb, if you're in a booth where there is money handling involved, please make sure that the booth is never left unattended, whether this is a rain situation or any other situation as well. Beverage booths. Again, I will reiterate, you must be 21 or older to participate in any of the alcoholic beverage roles. So that is our beer or cocktail booths. We will have hired cashiers working in the booths. So most importantly, volunteers are not allowed to sell alcoholic beverages or hand alcoholic beverages to festival patrons. If a volunteer is caught by ATC handing a beverage to an underage patron, you will be issued a $500 fine, and French Quarter Festival will be issued a fine as well. So we please ask that you refer to your beverage booth managers if you have any questions about this. Additionally, they will be able to assist you with your pouring and serving techniques, and they will be inventorying the product throughout the day. Down here at the bottom, I have a link to a video from a beta about all the beers that they're offering this year and how to pour the perfect beer. Survey takers. Each year, French Quarter Festival and the University of New Orleans collaborate on a questionnaire to determine the economic impact of the festival in the city. This is a very, very important role. The quota and quality of the survey results are crucial to helping us continue our festivals each year. If you're signed up for one of these shifts, please make sure to read the survey instructions here in this link. Additionally, volunteers working in this role will participate in a ticket earning program. For every 3 surveys completed, you will receive 1 additional food and beverage ticket to be redeemed at your volunteer check-in. This is in addition to your 10 food and beverage tickets you will already have received for signing up for this shift. And lastly, we want to thank you so much for volunteering with us at the 35th Anniversary French Quarter Festival presented by Chevron. Our volunteers are the backbone of our organization. We appreciate your help and support by volunteering your time. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me, Sabrina Katea, through email at sabrina@fqfi.org or by phone 504-227-3171. Thank you again, and we can't wait to see you at the fest.